Hi everyone, welcome back to SFDC Panther. This is Amit, and in this video we are going to talk about queues in Salesforce. Before we go ahead, please do like, share, subscribe the channel if you have not already did, and also please press the bell icon so that you don't miss any update from this channel. So queues in Salesforce are used to prioritize, distribute, assign, and share the workload among the team members who are working on a particular or for a particular object in order to achieve a functionality in Salesforce. We can also consider queue as a placeholder, or we can also consider queue as a pool of records where multiple records will be residing under that queue, and then multiple users can access that queues, um, and based on the records they wanted to work, they can just go ahead and start working on that records. They can assign the record based on their name, and then they can start working. These are some of the supported objects, some standard objects like case, leads, task, contact request, orders, and all the custom objects that you might create inside your Salesforce, or some other admin has already created the object inside Salesforce environment. So when to use queue in Salesforce? As we have already discussed, to manage the workload among the various users, the various set of users who are available inside Salesforce environment. Easy to fill the gap whenever you, your colleague, or any other user is on leave or they are sick. They can assign their record to the particular queue, and then again from that user or from that queue, user can pick up that record, they can start working. And to access the record, we can access all the records which are assigned to that particular queue from the list view. Who can join the queue in Salesforce? An individual user can be added to the queue. Roles and their subordinates can also be added, and we can also add some public groups which are available inside our Salesforce environment. So now we are going to have a real-time demo where we are going to create a queue, which is not a group, which is a queue, and we will name it this queue as a pack, and the object which we are going to create is a lead object. And then we are going to create assignment rule on that lead object, and then we are going to assign the lead to the queue which we have created, and then after we are going to test this. So let's quickly do this. So this is our Salesforce environment. First thing that we need to do is we need to create a queue. So go ahead from the setup quick search box, type queues. You will see the queues under users. Just click on that and you will see all the available queues inside your Salesforce if there are any. If not, you will see a blank list over here. Just go ahead and click on new, and then it will ask to fill some basic information like label. So I'm going to say that EMERQ, which is America's queue. The queue name will automatically be populated. If you wanted to have some email over the queue, you can just go ahead and populate the queue as well. Send email to the members. Yes. So whenever any record is coming into the queue, we are going to send the email to the members. This configuration is related to omnichannel, so we are not going to talk about this. And now available objects, for which object we wanted to create this queue. So I'm going to go ahead and select this lead object because this is what we are discussing, and what all users we wanted to have. So these are the four users I wanted to add as a queue member. If you can see here, you have also got the roles. If you wanted to add the roles, if you have some roles, internal and portal subordinates, you can select those. You can also select your roles and internal subordinates and the roles as well. So these are the some options that you can have. And apart from that, we also have this public groups. Based on our business need, we can go ahead and select these members inside a queue and go ahead and save this. Once you will save this, you will see your queue is available over here. Next thing that we need to do is we need to create a lead assignment rule. So for that, again go to the setup quick search box and type lead assignment rule, or you can just type lead assignment, and it is going to show you that lead assignment is here under feature settings, marketing, and then you will see lead assignment rule. There you will see that there is one active lead assignment rule. What we are going to do is we are going to create a new lead assignment rule as per our need, and we will say that assign leads to AMER America's group, or we can say that America's queue. And then just make sure that you are activating this checkbox. Just go ahead and click on save. Once you click on save, you will see that your rule is active, the other rule is not active. Just go ahead, click on your rule, and then now we need to add the rule entries. So as we have created the rule, now we need to tell how our lead is going to assign to that queue. So just click on that new next to rule entries, and then order will be 1. And for the field, I have got one picklist field, which is the name of that picklist field is reason, and it has some values like APAC, EMEA, and AMER. So I'm going to select if the lead region equals to Americas, then assign this lead to a particular queue, which is Americas queue, and then just go ahead and click on save and new. If you wanted to have some email template, you want as we have selected to notify the user, you can select the email template. I'm not going to select that for this demo. Go ahead and click on new. We are going to add one more entry over here, and this time we will say that if lead region is equals to APAC, if that is the case, we are going to assign this lead to the queue which is lead queue, because I already have one queue which is lead queue, and then just go ahead and click on save. So as soon as we click on save, we have got this lead assignment rule with the two entries. So there is one thing that you must be knowing is, in lead or case assignment rule, there can be only one rule active at a time, but you can have multiple entries. But you cannot have multiple rule active more than like you cannot have multiple rule active for an object like lead or case. This is again an interview question where interviewer asks, can we have more than one rule active, assignment rule active on the lead or case object? So the answer is no, but we can have multiple entries over there. Now we have created these rules, their entries. Next thing that we need to do is we need to check the lead page layout. So just go to the setup, object manager, search for lead. Once you are here, just click on page layout. You need to find out which page layout you are going to work on. So I'm going to select lead page layout. I open that page layout. It will open all the properties like which fields are added, what are the related list. We are not talking about those. Just click on this layout properties. You can see lead assignment rule checkbox. Just click on show on edit page, and you can also check either default true or false. Click on OK. Go ahead and save this page layout. So once you save this page layout, it's time to test it. So here I'm under my sales console application. I have opened one lead which is BIF, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to clone this. As of now, you can see lead owner is lead queue. Just go ahead. I'm going to clone. You can also try to create a new one. I will show you that as well. Now this time I'm going to say that I'm going to change the name Jeff, and here again I'm going to say that Pauri, and then here under the region field which is required, I'm going to select Americas. Rating you can select, rest of other fields you can select, and make sure that this checkbox is checked in order to run the assignment rule, which is saying that assign using active assignment rule. Just go ahead, click on save, and this lead has been created. The lead owner is Americas queue, whatever we have created. Now if you wanted to see, like, suppose that we have a queue and we wanted to see all the leads which are assigned to that queue, how we can do that? So just go to the lead object, click on this list view. You will see that there is a new list view which will be visible to all the users, all the members which are added inside that user, inside that queue. Just go ahead, select that, and you will see that this is the lead which you have created. So that is how your queues work. Now let's talk about the record setting. Because I have created, I can see that lead which is America's queue. I'm the member. I can just go ahead and change the owner now to me, and I can say that whoever the owner I wanted to have, like Amit or John Smith or security control, I can do that. Now as if you notice here, under this queue we have added few other users, like we have got Amit Singh, we have got insights integrations, we have got security control, we have got John Smith. All the users will have access to this record, no matter if there is other sharing rule running behind the scene or not, no matter they are on top of role hierarchies, Doesn't matter if you do the manual sharing using the sharing button like this, using this sharing button to the particular user. As soon as a record comes under a queue, all the users who are part of that queue will gain the access. So to verify that, what we will do is quickly just go to the setup and search for login access policies. Once you click on login access policies, you will see interface like this. You need to enable this checkbox, which is saying that administrator can log in as any user. Just enable this, go ahead and click on save, and you will see that your changes are saved. Next thing that you need to do is go to the user. If you haven't already created a user, please go ahead, create a user with standard user profile. So I already have here. I'm going to log in with this user, which is John Smith. Click on login. It will log in you as that particular user. As an admin, you can log in with any user. This feature is again also very useful whenever you are trying to debug something. So now what we need to do is we need to go to leads, and you can see that recently view leads or nothing. EMER America's queue is here. Just go ahead, select that, and you can see that here is Jeff Fowry, the lead that you have created. Right? You can see because you are the member of that queue. Now if you go ahead, try to create a new lead over here. I'll say new, and this time I will name it as just my name here, some random value, and here we need to provide all the required, like whatever the lead source, industry, and then reason. This time I'm going to select APAC because we have two entries. One is for Americas, one is for APAC. So just go ahead, select any one of these, whatever is meeting the criteria, and go ahead and click on save. So as soon as you click on save, the lead has been created, and now you can see that unfortunately there was a problem. Let's see if that lead is available here for this user. We are not able to see. Why? Because the user who has created this lead is not a part of that queue, which is a pack queue, the lead queue. So I will show you here. Just go ahead and click on logout as John Smith. It will log out and take you back to the user's screen. Now what I will do is I will just go ahead into the lead object. Wherever we have opened the lead, I will refresh that page so that we can see the refresh view, the refreshed session, because we have logged out and the session was expired. We'll go to the leads object, and this time we will select lead queue, which is the pinned queue, right? So you can see that here I have got the lead which has been created by some other user, and then owner is lead queue, and the user was not able to see that because we haven't added that user as a queue. I'm sorry, we haven't added that user as a member inside the queue, which is lead queue, and there is only one public. This is the role, which is Western sales team. Even I am not added as a member here, but as I'm a Salesforce admin, I can access all those records. So that's how these queues work in Salesforce. That's how these record sharing you can also do using queues. This is a part of also record sharing. And one thing that you need to make sure is you need to know basically lead can be the record owner, but group cannot be a record owner. Group can be a part of lead. Group can be a part of queues, but they cannot own a particular record. That's why here you can see when you try to change the owner, the option that you get is either user, portal user, a partner user, or queues. But you cannot assign a record to a particular group. But if you wanted to add a like group to a particular queue, you can just go ahead under the members section. You can just select public group, and you can select these roles as these groups as well. So if you wanted your groups to take a part in record access, then you need to take the help of your queues. Again, you can share the record with the queue with the groups using sharing rules, using manual sharing. You can make queues as a record owner. Then you can also share your records. So that's all about the queues. And if you have any questions, please feel free to put down into the comment section. And again, please do like, share, subscribe the channel. Thank you.